Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this video we will be solving this easy tagged problem which is 2 sum. So what is the problem statement is given an array of integers nums and an integer target. So return the indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. For example, here in this test case, target is 9 and nums array is 2, 7, 11, 15. So here these 2 and 7 numbers are present whose indexes are 0 and 1. So this is one of the answer. So now constraint what they are given is that you assumptions, better to say assumptions, not constraints. Assumptions are given as they would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. That means 0 1 is one answer and 1 0 is also one of the accepted answers. Okay. So what I am doing is I'll tell you the brute force approach first. So brute force approach will be what? Starting outer loop from the 0 and going till n minus 1 and inner loop from I plus 1 and going till the n minus 1 and checking whether the sum of those two elements I nums of I and nums of j is equals to target. Then what we'll do is we'll have the answer, and but the time complexity would be big of n square. So what I am saying is instead of using that brute force approach, we will go with the hash map based approach which will be big of n. So let me copy this uh, let me copy this test case and paste it here. Okay, so now here we will have this array 2, 7, 11, 15 and target equals to 9. So what we will be having a hash map, and in the hash map will be value to the index. What index it is present? Like 2 is present at 0th index, 7 at 1st index, 11 at 2nd index, 15 at 3rd index. So for the first time, let's say we are having the 2 as one of the element. So what will be the first element? That will be target minus this target. This target minus this number. 7 should have been present if 2 is one of the number in the pair such that the sum is equals to target. So we'll check whether 9 minus 2 equals to 7. Does 7 exist in the hash map or not? No, it's not existing. So that means this pair cannot be our answer. Okay. So then we'll move to the second iteration and index as the 1, I as the 1. Then what we'll do is we'll do target minus nums of I, night time. This time it is what? 7. 9 minus 7 equals to 2. Now whether 2 exists in the hash map or not, 2 does exist, because before moving on to the second iteration, we would have put up this 2 and the index 0. So 2 does exist in the hash map. So our answer is 0 and 1. So now this is what hash map axis is big O of 1 and this is one loop running. So big O of n into 1 will be big O of n time complexity, and big O of n space complexity would also be there. So right now I'll code this up. Okay. So what we'll do is we will have a integer map, new hash map. Hash map is a data structure where we'll have a key comma value and the access time is big O of 1. So now what generally average access time is big O of 1. So now we'll have this iteration int I equal to 0, I less than n, which is nums dot length, and I plus plus. Okay. Now what is going to be the first number? first number is going to be target minus nums of I, and second number will be what? Second number will be what? Second number will be nums of I. So if you add the first number plus second number, what you will get? So let me write down. First number is what? Target minus nums of I. Okay. Plus second number is nums of I. So this will be equals to target, which we are getting our answer. So now first number you found out. Now according to the dry run which I did, first we will check whether target minus nums of I, that is first number, is present in the hash map or not. So we'll check if map dot contains key target minus nums of I. I do not need to write target minus nums of I again and again, because I have already computed that as the first number variable. Okay. If map dot contains key first number, then we have got our answer. Return new int map dot get first number comma I. Okay. And now, before moving on to the second iteration, what we must do is we must put the existing this element and what position that element is present into the hash map. Then in the next iteration we'll check again. So this is a for loop, so this will do the similar task again and again. But before moving on to the next iteration, what we need to do is we need to put this nums of I as the value and key as the key and I as the value, as the index number. Now one thing we need to configure, what I saying, we need to understand is there is a assumption that exactly one solution is present. Okay, so exactly one solution is present, that means whenever we are iterating on this nums array, we would have got this answer and this key would have been present in the map. That means we would have got that return new int map dot get first number comma I line get executed. So the control will never come here according to the given input, but to make, in order to make the compiler not crying and make it happy, we'll return dummy values from here. Return new int, but this will never happen, right? According to the test cases given. But in order to make the compiler happy, I'm doing this. So now let me run this, whether it works or not. Yeah, it's working. Now let me submit it to finally check whether it's working or not. Yeah, so it's getting accepted. So that's it for the problem, and the time complexity is big of n. One loop, inside one loop map access time, generally average access time is big of 1, so n into 1 big of n, and the space complexity is also big of n, which is hash map. Okay, so that's it for the problem. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. So that's it for the problem.